I'm going to say something to you now, and you may not like it. I think this job is harder than manual labour. I genuinely think at I don't know what I would compare it to. Probably flying an aeroplane without autopilot or being an air traffic controller. I'm being a little bit. No, I do actually believe it. Actually, I'm not just doing this for fun or for provocations. I honestly think that this job is more exhausting. Because manual labour, you can do 8 hours a day. You could not do this for 8 hours a day. Even Steve Allen would struggle to do this for 8 hours a day. And if you want to hear effortless, tune into Steve in the morning. I honestly think that I can prove that this job is more exhausting than manual labour, than your job is, if you're listening to me on a building site now, as long as no one's put a brick through the radio yet. The producer just texted me to say, have you ever done manual labour, James? To which the answer is yes. Shows how much attention you pay to the programme you produce. I spent 2 weeks on a building site in South Yorkshire in 1988. I think there's a blue plaque up on the outdoor toilet that I helped build. It wasn't an outdoor toilet, it's like an extension on it. I think that is an unassailable position. You could not do what I do for 8 hours a day, but you can do manual labour for 8 hours a day. And let's just say that we'd be equally tired at the end of the shift. Now, part of the problem is, of course, that this is now the third hour of the programme, which means that the toxins in my brain are bubbling away and I'm quite tired. And I've forgotten the question that I was going to ask you as a consequence of this scientific research. If I'd done it in the first hour, you'd be chuckling away, the words would be fizzing out of my mouth, I'd be hitting all of my marks, phones would be ringing off the hook. I've kind of forgotten what the point of this was, except for the very simple comparison. So how do we do this? I think we do it like this. Yeah, chess grandmasters. That's a brilliant example. God, I've got some great prisoners. Chess grandmasters need about 6,000 calories a day during tournaments because of this phenomenon. Lewis in Uxbridge is less convinced. I'm sorry, he says, I'm a bin man. I do 20 to 30,000 steps a day. Come and do a day on the dust cart. I bet you can't move at the end of the day. Yeah, right, Lewis. But I bet you couldn't do this. Don't literally come in, sit down, that's it. The light goes on. I haven't got like guests queuing up to talk to me or anything like that. You just come in, you sit down, that's it. So the question is, what is more exhausting? Manual labour or intellectual exertion?